Oh, pizza. Yeah, yeah. All right. So there you all saw the little short live I did. Y'all know. Apparently this woman's a Florida girl because I heard a small sentence about there being no salt or snow in Florida. Caleb hasn't mentioned beach lately. I don't think there has this person. So, without further ado, here we go.
Currently a server at an Italian restaurant.
Okay, so high-end Italian or Olive Garden? Where are we in the scale? Because our wage is really going to be dependent on that in terms of the tip level of things.
It's a little above like an Olive Garden type situation.
Okay, so you're probably not making that much. What are you making? Assume a lot are tips.
Mostly on tips. So I just went up from 13 to 14 an hour for my hourly rate, and then my tips I usually make anywhere from probably 600 to 1,000 a week in tips.
Oh, that's not okay. That's not bad.
No, not bad.
At least for your position. How long have you been doing that?
I'm Hat.
Been serving for almost 3 years now, like 2.5.
Same place?
Yeah, same place.
Oh, okay. Very cool. So it's obviously working. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to, don't get me wrong, but oftentimes when people are serving in the age of 21, sometimes that means they're also in college, sometimes it doesn't. What are we trying to do?
So I was in college. I actually graduated.
You graduated?
Yeah, well, with my associates, but
okay, in what?
That's not good.
Business administration.
When did you do that?
I finished in the spring of 2024, so half a year ago.
Spring of 2024 was basically a year ago.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, by the end of spring, it's May.
End of spring semester.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. What do you plan to do? I don't think we're doing this forever, are we?
I'm trying not to.
What do you mean you're trying not to?
I want to hopefully maybe own my own business one day. I want to have that freedom.
Business owner.
One day.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you're from the audience, right?
Yeah.
That's where everyone applies from. And we do this is a finance channel, so you get some entrepreneurial things. That tends to be more natural just in the audience. But I always see people go about it the most crazy, delusional ways. Why? What is going on? What is going on in general here? Because what are we looking at? What are we talking about? Because I'm going into this blind like I like to. I like to go into it with the audience. Obviously, we're talking about, okay, graduated with an associate's degree, so probably not that much debt. I'm going to start a business, so probably not that much debt. Maybe an emergency fund because I'm going to go into that business. I'm going to fund some upfront costs. Okay, cool. So you're probably good, except you're on this show, meaning you're probably not. So what is going on?
So there's been a lot of adjustments. So I just moved back in with my mom very beginning of the year, January 1st.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to be getting that story from NCR.
There's a few things. I moved. So me and my boyfriend split up. So we broke our lease.
You had to break a lease.
Yeah.
Wait, how long were you guys together?
2.5 years, almost 3.
Neat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
When did you guys break up?
December 31st.
December 31st.
Yeah.
When?
I have to read it.
When did you guys determine you were breaking the lease?
Voice.
2 weeks before that. It was very.
Wait. How'd you determine you were breaking the lease before breaking up?
Well,
that's weird.
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of rocky for a while.
What was going on?
So I mean, we had moved into this house in August, so we weren't there very long.
Not there at all.
Yeah.
Was that your first time living together?
No, we had an apartment that we were in for 8 months. We also had ended that lease. And anyway.
Why? Why'd you end that lease?
We had a roommate situation that was very unideal.
She sounds a lot like an apartment hopper, doesn't she?
It was one of his friends that was renting the guest room, and he was on drugs.
Which?
Yeah, very,
oh,
yeah, and we don't do that at all. Didn't even know he was on. No, never.
Okay.
So it just made me uncomfortable even in that environment. But
I've never even heard of anyone intentionally doing that one. I thought it was. I think everything's laced with it, but okay.
Well, that's probably.
I didn't know it was Skid Row. Sure. Okay, so you guys broke the lease with that instead of just kicking out the roommate.
Well, he was he was on the lease, and then like he had a friend take over our part of the lease. So we were kind of off the hook with that one because they took over the lease. But
okay, so then you guys moved into this newer place. But why were you guys breaking it though before you guys broke up?
So
that's what I want to know.
We also
this just happened.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
So we had so after we ended our first one, we moved in with his mom for a little bit. That was
Ugh.
very not ideal.
No,
Everybody was
usually
yelling at
not.
each other every
Oh,
morning.
that's
like,
weird.
yeah. So
That's not a traditional household. I
high
will.
stress, high, just everything. So
Okay.
it was definitely like
Just no one high off of fat this time.
No.
Okay.
So that
going.
was, a good change. But then we applied for this place, got in, and then we had a roommate
Moved in with
there,
his
and he kind of
mother.
did the same thing. He lost his job and then just like moved out and like stopped paying rent. So yeah, and then so I started working a second job. I was working at another Italian restaurant, and then I was working like 7 days trying to like
You're working 2 jobs.
Yes.
Wait, when was this?
like a few months ago. Like I think I started this.
So to confirm, your boyfriend just left his job.
No, he was working.
Okay. But no. This last
Huh?
place though. Why'd you
Mhm.
break the lease for this last place? The one that just happened.
Yeah, so that was like part of it. Like he was like
Who's he?
my ex. Sorry.
Okay, the
Okay.
ex.
So yeah, so my ex, I had broken up with him actually like a few weeks before this because
No, you said you broke the lease before you broke up.
the first time.
You
Like
broke up twice in a month?
multiple times. I caught him cheating on me. Like looked through his phone, found
Do you-
messages.
I'm sorry. The first time, I ain't never been there.
Not a cheating that
The first time I broke up with someone, I divorced their butt. That's because they were crazy.
happens on this show. What the f- is happening in this world? Is this more of a why do people have the desire to even cheat?
I couldn't tell you.
And you guys were together for 2.5 years. What the f-
And we were living
wait, how
together.
old was he? Because I
He
mean, you're
was-
21.
Yeah, he was like 2 years older, so he's like
why.
23.
Okay. Oh, great. He's going to be a great person for the rest of his life. I mean, people change, people grow up. I mean, I made a ton of mistakes back then too. And I mean, we all do, but cheating's that's so personal and so intentional. And especially when you're with someone for 2.5 years, I really don't
he
get it.
swears it's not cheating. He swears he didn't cheat.
Okay, what did he do? Sorry, this is we got to get into these finances. But,
I know, I'm sorry.
But no, it's the lore. It's the lore. It sets up your situation that you're in now. So
Yeah.
what the f- is not cheating?
Well, he said because he didn't sleep with anybody that he didn't cheat.
What did he do?
Oh, naked pictures in his phone, sending and receiving.
Sending and
video
receiving. So he
chats.
wasn't
Yeah.
just watching.
Wow.
He wasn't just
No,
gooming to some.
no,
Okay, 'cause,
real
like-
people
Perhaps,
like text
like,
messages.
Sounds like
Inside,
good. I understand, but like no trading with someone while you're with someone.
Mhm. Living together, so on the same lease. So, anyways,
Yeah, that's that. Well, that is cheating.
yeah.
And he says,
Matt, get inside, close all the windows, close all the doors, and hide in the bathroom.
that's not cheating.
Yeah.
How many people?
I mean, I
So you
counted at
broke up
least,
the
like,
first
10.
time. Why'd you get back to him with it the second time within
Well,
the same fucking month?
I didn't get back with him, but like we
You
were
need help?
both living in the house. We were both on the lease, and like I tried to kick him out, and he wouldn't leave. And then so he just kind of like kept staying at the house, and then like I was playing nice, and I was kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do. And then he was like, "Oh, well, with our financial situation, I think it would be best if we ended the lease." And so that's when I was kind of like, "This is probably my out. We should probably end the lease. And then I'm gonna move back to my mom's house." So
What
That's
would
kinda my
he
plan.
say if I talked to him?
And the
Because I do
right over
realize,
there.
like, as an internet
Mhm.
personality,
It's
I
not going to
have
basket, I don't care.
a lot of things said about me, and it's fine.
Mhm.
But
Just put it on the chair.
you know, there's always this like
Mhm.
one side, one side, one side, one side,
That's enough.
and I just I just focus in.
What do you want?
What if I talk to him?
I mean, I would
Yeah,
hope he knows
What would
that
he say?
what he did was wrong.
Oh my
like,
god, you hate
Would he agree with this entire situation?
I would think so. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, he even knows that like I'm coming on the show. I was like,
What if I call him?
you can't.
If I call him in the post show?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do
Yeah.
like to hear two sides.
yeah.
Right. I mean, for what it's
God.
worth, I'm on your side
Mhm.
and I fully believe you,
Mhm.
but it is important to always hear two sides.
Yeah.
Especially with such a situation where
Mhm.
it financially impacted everything. You guys broke the lease. I mean, that
Mhm.
had to have cost money.
Yeah. Like,
How'd you pay for it? I mean, you have a ton of debt. So it's not like this debt wasn't just accumulated within a month and a half, was it?
accumulated in the last like 6 months. Like when we
6
started.
months. That's different.
No, 6 months. Yeah, not like in the last 2 months.
So
but,
you
like,
moved in with your mom. What happened to you? But you said you gave me one job. You said you had 2 jobs. What happened?
Yeah. So the other job I got.
Sorry, we were slowly interrupted by the little Taco Bell. He wanted more pizza, and he couldn't get out of his pants. So now I am going to sit here now that I finished my pizza and have a brownie. Ooh, brownie.
To try to like make up money to compensate for the lease, and then I had
Yeah.
to quit when I moved because it's like an hour away.
When you moved to your last apartment or to your new mom's house?
to my new mom's house.
Do you have to pay your mom any rent?
Yeah, her $500 a month.
That's actually
Not bad.
chunky.
Well,
No, it's chunky for like moving back in with a family member
Yeah.
at 21.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's okay to move back in here and there, especially in our young 20s, unless we're just being enabled. But at 21, I mean, it makes sense to move back into home. For example, I mean, so I went to a college in the east side of Michigan. I went there for a year and a half, and then I transferred to a college in the west side of Michigan, and I moved back in for a semester at like 20, and that was the last time I lived at home. And that's fine. I moved back in during a college situation, transitioning to a new university.
Yeah.
Like that's okay. But it's interesting paying $500 in rent, but whatever, that's what you guys agreed to. So you had to leave that job. How many hours a week are you working at your job now? But if the last one is too far, this other one's not too far that you're in right now.
So it's kind of just always been central to wherever I move. It's kind of always been 20 to 30 minutes from where I'm at
It's
versus
a far
like,
drive for a waitress job.
It is, yeah.
Pretty
It's
good.
just
Okay.
it's like really weird. I've worked for the owner since I was like in high school, and then like I
Okay,
used to
so you
be-
guys have a good relationship.
yeah. So a lot
That's
of
good.
trust there.
That's good. What's your normal? What normally hits your account with tips and everything included on a monthly basis?
Probably usually a little over 4,000, anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000.
Hits your account.
Yeah,
That's not bad at all.
I know.
So 4,500 is that?
Dang. That would be nice.
What we're gonna say?
Yeah, I would say about between my
So
direct deposit and tips.
$54,000 a year net.
Yeah,
Net.
I need a calculator.
yeah. After
I'm sure you
taxes.
don't claim your tax.
No,
your
I do.
tips. Your tips.
They're on there. Yeah,
You claim your tips.
yeah. My credit card and my cash
Really?
every night. Yeah.
Who the f is that?
No, we have to.
Cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if
So
you.
$54,000 a year. What's the struggle? I'm confused. What are we dealing?
NCR, I need the story with the frying pan so I may read it for Jim. And secondly, I found a Florida girl.
With? Why are you struggling?
So
$54,000 a year net at 21. Moved in with her mom. What was your portion of the rent before you guys broke the lease?
So it was just rent was over 1,200 was my
okay.
portion because it was
That's pretty expensive, but even
yeah.
still, with your $4,500 a month, that's 26% of your net. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not bad. You weren't in a dangerous position, so I'm confused.
Yeah, but he would be like unreliable with like so I paid the whole security deposit when we moved
Okay.
in there. So that was
That would
2,400.
be nice.
And then I had to pay the whole first month on my own, which was
I make
another
less
like
than that.
2,400.
Okay.
So then we
That's
kind of had
pretty
this
brutal.
conversation and
Why would you
expectation.
date someone with like that?
Well,
With a
we
proven
need to
track
read
record
it in
like
the
that.
dark.
that's a
Are you
great that's a good
surprised he turned out
question.
to be a dirtbag?
Done.
Well, you know, the
Mr.
signs are
Rumble.
there now, but it's like
NCR, I need to read it in the dark voice. No, voice Jim would like to hear in the dark. Fear me.
like at
Fear
that time.
Well, I think the signs were there when he wouldn't pay his fucking rent.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't always like that. When we were at the apartment, I never had any issues with him. He would always like directly, but I still was always the one like responsible for making sure it got paid, and like I was primary leaseholder, so like I was liable. Same with this new
I
place that
don't
we
know
moved
what
to,
this
but he was like,
NDA is.
also on the lease. So
Mhm.
it would just come like 2 days before rent is due, and he would just be like, "Oh, like I'm a couple
Be
hundred short."
afraid.
And I'd just
Be
like,
very afraid.
I don't know what to do. Like I had no
That's fucking
notice.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was like
What was his excuse?
I don't
Oh,
even
we're
know.
gonna have to call this guy later. This is interesting, but there has to be something moronic in here because there's no reason you'd be on this show with your income situation, only having to lend a couple $100s here and there. Like
I
so
don't
far,
know
everything
what
you're saying is setting this up
Disclosure
as
agreement
you've-
is.
I mean, it sounds like yes, it's been that shitty situation, but it's like you're a victim in all this. There has to be some dumb.
Yeah, I mean, A little bit. Like I made the choices, but like
The choices? What choices?
like all the financial situations that I got myself into, but like
nothing at all.
you know, when you're with somebody and you trust them, like, you know, you think you're working towards the same goal. So it's like, you know, to me, it's like, I get you now, you'll get me later type thing. Like, that's how I saw it. And then I just never got to the you get me later part.
I'm sorry, wait a second. What the heck's going on?
Okay.
What?
Oh, where do you think you are in the world of finances? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Probably around like a 1 or 2. I did it online and I got it 0, but I don't believe that.
Okay. Well, if you guys want your Hammer financial score, that is free. Link in the description below, or go to calebhammer.com. And if you want to come on the show, you have something interesting, you have interesting finances that we're talking about, go to calebhammer.com/apply. We'd be happy to have you down here in Austin, Texas. I'll give you a good financial beating.
Oh my
And
God.
it's a good
What the
time. You're
heck
having
is
a
going
good
on
time.
in
You met the
Discord?
crew. You met everyone.
Yes, they're
Everyone-
awesome.
Yes, my
They're
darling.
so awesome.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Do not worry about Discord, my love.
Discord is bra.
So
Don't ask
5,400.
about Discord. You.
Well, that's not what I had come in.
Hello. Yes.
I
Hello.
mean, okay, I had payroll 982.
My dad say you're
Yeah,
all
but then
stupid.
obviously tips. That was
Why did
likely
Daddy
the
say
ATM
that?
deposits of 2,455.
Yeah.
Every single one.
What's the? I have just random deposits adding up to about 1,500. What's that from?
Also,
What the
probably
fuck
I
about,
just, like,
boy?
see that I think that's part of where my issue is like I don't like usually like I don't know how much I make in a night. Like I just kind of like all my cash goes in my bag and then I
Well,
like
then how are you able to
deposit and-
accurately tell me you get $4,500 on a monthly basis?
It's like it's an estimate. Like I don't know.
No,
It
then what would be the
varies.
real number? Okay, well you're ruining this.
Because I'm a server. So like in the
Yeah,
slow
but
months,
I asked you what you get, and you confidently gave me 4 to 5.
like
Can I believe that anymore?
like recently I
What?
like in the last like 2 months that's about what I've been getting. But
2 months? No. What is it normally like over the course of the fucking year?
I
No, but how can we make an income
more
estimate
pizza
as
for
we
you.
go throughout this entire thing if I cannot reliably trust the information that you've given me for the income? And I
Go on,
trusted
Nikki.
you, and I've been on your side thus far.
I just
But you're
I mean it's not I mean there's really no way to know like unless I go through like each month and look at every single one of my deposits, and even then like there's cash sometimes that doesn't get deposited and stuff. So like
Perhaps
How'd I know?
What happens to that cash?
Before you take the bath.
most of the
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Children nowadays.
time like it gets deposited, but other times
You
like-
said the cash, some cash doesn't get deposited. So what happens
sorry,
to it?
sorry. So like it would get like sometimes I'll spend it when I go out, like tips, like I'll use cash for like tipping and stuff.
Isn't
But
it
it's like I don't know. I'm just still adjusting to like the one job and everything, so it's hard to like income because you remember that second job I ended at the end of December. So I've only been working the one job for 2 months
Yeah,
now.
but I'm trying to figure out what you make from that job.
Well,
Oh, let's see.
I don't have a like set number.
When it comes to personal finance, bad credit can hold you back. It impacts everything from getting loans to renting to risk-free maintenance. Kickoff isn't just about credit building.
Yeah, like
Based on what?
okay, so I would say
You
like
said you don't look. You said something. You said like I don't look or I don't know.
yeah, like
So then like which one am I believing?
So I
you
don't
know or you're confident about the average. I'm like what am I listening to, you know? What am I basing the rest of this conversation off of, dude?
I'm just saying like I struggle with keeping track of like what I make sometimes because it's like I don't like
So which one did I fucking Okay. Whew. Download the Simpler Budget app. Like literally every fucking guest that gets to come on the show, and like close to 100,000 people from the audience. Download it. You get premium for free.
I leave you all for 1 moment while I go put this boy in the bath with color.
Get a free couple week trial to make sure it's worth it. Actually, and then you're gonna do this. When you come on the financial, use that. It's a simpler budget Founders Edition notebook. We're almost done with them, but usually for anyone that gets an annual version of the membership, I sign that and send it out to them. But as a guest, I need you to fucking journal your debt payoff journey, and then when you come back on the follow-up channel, you need to show. But use this automatic account connections. You will see what you're making on a monthly basis. You can average it out easily.
Yeah, I need to do that.
It's all automated.
I know, but it's like it's so hard when you just like. I feel like I just got like consumed with so many bills that it was just like I was just like.
Bills. What are we? You said he would drop an extra like $200 needed here and there, which with your income situation is not make or break. I mean, I'm looking at this Apple Card, $3,081.55. Was that all from him missing rent?
No, that's all me. I won't.
Then why did we talk all about that at the beginning? Because I care about your finances, and if the first debt we're looking at is a substantial credit card debt, and it's all you, then why the? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying not to get too triggered. Then why do I care about all that stuff you gave me at the beginning that set you up to be like this damsel in distress? Like, why do I care about that? I don't. I care about the fact that you have $3,081 on this credit card, and you say it is you. So what is this?
I feel like it was just like.
Okay, this is going to be minimized because I don't need it right now. Okay, and as to this. It is not. It's not bath bomb. It's the spray foam stuff. The spray foam soap. The foaming soap. That's what that is. And no, that's what we do to Mom, not to you, Jeff.
It was just like a slow decline. Like I was really, really good with my credit cards at first. Like
what's at first?
Like the first.
When?
Probably about 2 years, like from 18 to almost 20. And then like
2 years. And then one more year from there. That's 3 years. 3 years of the entire lifetime of a human is not that much. It's not a substantial percentage.
No, but it's the whole time I've had my credit. So
I know, but that doesn't really matter. I care more of like 3 years in a life is not that much. 2 years in a life is definitely not that much. 1 year in a life is really not that much if we're looking at the overall life. If you're doing something for a decade, that's where it's like, okay, this is established down and deep in someone's life. But okay, whatever. Okay, so you're good for 2 years. Doesn't really mean anything when we're talking about 3 years.
Well, like I had like a 750 credit score, like when I was like 19.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, when you were 19?
Well, like almost 20.
About that. But I don't care about that. Well, I care about where we are.
But
I care about where we are.
Yeah, but I'm like that was like I was trying to set myself up, and then the whole reason that X was a part of it was because like I feel like I was on track until we started living together, and then I just feel like I got so behind on all of that. And I'm not saying like
why
all those
though? You said you needed a couple hundred here and there. That again, you're pushing it to him again. So what? Why living with him got you to here when you said this was you?
Well, it's
you're gonna have to make sense of it because right now it doesn't.
I just feel like because I was primarily taking care of like most of the bills. Like I know like that doesn't necessarily reflect it, but like you'll see like I had all the bills on auto pay and like that wasn't included in the rent. Like our phone bill, our internet, our electricity.
Our phone bill?
Yeah. We were both on the same phone bill. And it was in his name.
Yes, I have the story. Am I to read it now? I can read it now if you all want. Let's get the voice. If y'all can hear me clearly. All right, here we go. A young woman is alleged to lure a man to her apartment where he was sexually assaulted with a frying pan. Can I even say that? Will face court again after she flees from her first trial. Jasmine, a 23-year-old, is accused of luring men to her unit in Berkeley South Fern Wollongong were gone under the pretense of selling him drugs. Drugs, you say? Okay. He arrived to find Miss Jasmine with 2 other men, and he was allegedly beaten over the head with a kettlebell weight and then assaulted with the frying pan. Jasmine was arrested 2 days after the alleged assault and granted bail 2.5 months later. In the August of 2024. But 5 days into the trial, she disappeared like a puff of smoke. The trial judge aborted the trial and issued a warrant for her arrest. Jasmine was caught 8 days later and remains in custody. She's reportedly blaming her non-appearance on having caught COVID. And with lovely pictures of this girl there are, if she has not seen a needle on her face since she was legal, I would find it very hard to believe. Da-da! All right.
Not anymore. Oh, well, it was in
There
his.
you go.
Yeah, but I paid for it.
Yeah, but if you didn't, I mean, you would have lost coverage, but it wouldn't have gone to your collections.
No,
You could
yeah,
have just started your own phone bill.
yeah.
Not that you should have, but I'm just saying there's a little less risk attached to. Okay.
Well, that
whatever.
was when we were together.
The specifics.
But you just said okay. You just told me this credit card was you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
You
saying
are
this-
not saying that with what you are saying right now.
Dear.
Well, yeah, that is because, like, okay, so
What are
when
you trying to say then?
okay,
Because
so I was
clearly I'm not understanding it for
Okay,
some reason.
so I was using my
I am so happy. I'm going to take the closed captions off for a second. This young lady is wearing a bra at this moment because these shirts are unforgiving.
Apple Card is like my everyday spending, and it wasn't a problem because I had my bills like
If
steady.
you couldn't afford your fucking bills when extra things
just-
pop up, do
uh,
you get to do your
I
everyday
think I need to pray
spending?
for the frying pan.
No, but I mean, there's
Well, there we go. These were choices that you were making.
but there's still things that like like I needed and like
Needed?
well
Let's see.
probably
okay.
maybe not the Apple one as much,
Let's
but
see. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's actually a lot of purchases on here.
Needed. Let's
Yeah.
see
Great.
what
I
it
love
is.
seeing a credit card that is thousands of dollars with a huge minimum monthly payment, $113, and 19 years old is pretty intense. With a ton of
And
purchases
those shirts are very
when interest is
unforgiving.
occurring.
yeah,
Tried wearing one
Yeah.
once.
In what fucking world does that make sense to be doing these purchases?
it's just
You know
so
what
easy
scares
with the
me
Apple
here?
Card.
It is easy, and that's why I need to remove it because you're obviously not a credit card person. You can't use that. Look where you are.
I
You,
don't
what, you just
She
grab your
set
Celsius
that
and put it
back
down?
like that.
You- a little fidget Celsius?
a little smash on the table. No, I just
Okay.
I don't know. I just think I need to get everything like back aligned, and then I
Back
can be okay with
aligned.
them.
But
Yeah.
look where you are. But I care about what got you here in the first place. What you're doing now, that's going to continue
I
down a
am
worse
stretching
path.
If you almost know what the sounds
I know.
are.
It's just
Honestly, it was around a pretty similar time that my debt got really bad.
Mhm.
Like 18, like I opened a stupid Guitar Center credit card, but my
Mhm.
credit card debt, student loans, private student loans, car debt didn't get bad until like 2021, 22.
Yeah.
So you can get worse. And
Yeah,
you're headed there, and that's what makes me really nervous. Is you're headed down a dangerous path, and you're doing nothing at all to correct it. I mean, look at the spending in here. You went to the Pitch. You went to Starbucks. Dunkin' Mobile, Chipotle, Ross stores, Starbucks, Ross stores. This is the first
Oh
card
my god!
out of
She buys
how much
a
debt
lot
do you
of
have?
clothes. I thought waitresses had to
How much
wear
debt
like
do you have?
uniforms.
total between credit
How
cards.
much debt do
were
you have?
Probably like 50.
$80,000. So beyond substantially more than you just thought you had, which is insane.
Mhm.
That's insane. It's $30,000 more than you didn't even know about. $30,000 of the debt you have. Of the debt you have,
I'm-
you did not know about almost 40% of it. 40% of it you didn't even know you had. And then you're going raw stores and broken glass smoke shop.
But it's
What kind of cancer are we getting today? What smoke shop? What are you getting?
vapes.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
Yeah, that lines up with
Oh my god.
your
Why
aesthetic.
are all these people vaping?
Mm.
Waters Car Wash. You live in Florida. What are you watching off the hurricane? You don't have salt. You don't have dust. What the fuck are you doing? You're probably just washing off all
From
your
the beach and
fucking...
stuff. There's like a lot of sand and
Are you always at the beach?
not always, but I know.
Good, because you should be working and paying off your
I
debt.
do work a lot. I work like 5-6 days.
How many hours a week do you work?
Anywhere from like 40 to 50.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a good income again.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you probably don't even...
Syria? She's 22 with 8,000 in debt. 22, I think.
be spending for a car wash on a credit card that is green interest that is at a huge balance when we have $80,000 of debt when we thought we had 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dunkin' Mobile. Dunkin' Mobile. Dunkin'
I
Mobile.
know
3 in a row. Oh, good. It's a fourth. Dunkin' Mobile. Amazon. And then you went in to the store and got some bull. Then there's actually some necessities in here. Chiropractic, hit or miss depending on if you think that's a necessity. But
You
there's
should do like
gas,
chiropractor.
dollar store. Whether or not I'm going to call that out, usually no. But even still, even if this is gas and the Tractor Supply is necessary, and lots of chiropractic, are you broken? Like whatever is happening in the pharmacy, it's like, okay, maybe we needed those, but guess what? On a credit card that is accruing interest and you don't even know your debt
Listen,
situation
I
or your income
So,
situation,
raise the boy with
that
profile.
is terrifying. And just a kind of little you, because you again set this up as all I had to send extra money because he wasn't taking care of bills, but my daily spending had to keep happening, so I put it on a credit card. Guess what? You didn't live with him during this statement in any way whatsoever, and it had nothing to do with him not paying his bills. You didn't live with him, and yet you were still choosing to do all of this. So again, your entire preemptive story of making you the damsel in distress that is being fucking guarded by a dragon that the ogre man himself needs to go get. That's not you. That's not you.
It is. I mean,
No, it literally isn't. You didn't live with him during this, and this is still your spending on a card that is obliterating your financial position at 21 years old.
I get it, but like at the same time, like there was like
Can Lindsay,
there was stuff that I
the team master
needed.
herself. The team master herself is like, and now she's spending a lot of money on your nails now that you got broken up. Now you have to get all the nice nails when you're going out and hitting
Well,
all the West
because,
Palm
like,
Beach clubs.
I feel like all my money was going towards like household stuff or like stuff for like
so now
him
it's
before,
going
so
to
now
things
it's
that
for me.
are completely unnecessary. Listen, good nails give good back scratches. Everyone loves them. They are not necessities when you are literally just trying to survive now. You just moved in with your mom. You remember when you did that? Like,
Nails are not.
you just did it?
They're
Yeah, but
because you needed to save some money?
Want.
Because you couldn't afford living on your own?
I would
But we're
love
going
to
and
have
we're just
nice nails.
destroying it with Dunkin' and Starbucks every day.
It
Come on.
takes too
I mean,
long.
this is
It takes too much
what
money
we're
to
doing.
upkeep.
But I mean, it's
and
like,
you are not the victim in this.
and that no, but like
Oh, come on. But you set your entire self up as.
no, not necessarily, but like I feel
Yes,
like
you
if it
did.
wasn't for all that, I wouldn't have gotten this deep
Blame
into the
That
situation.
doesn't make sense. You
on the
literally are spending.
boyfriend.
You are literally spending on a credit card that is not
ex-boyfriend,
going down
sorry.
balance, that is accruing interest. Shut the fuck up. That's impossible. Listen, there may have been things that sucked in that situation, especially financially. All of this spending is after you guys broke up and did not live together.
Mhm. Yeah, but I
So
mean,
you're lying. You're trying to just fucking look good.
no, it's
No.
like okay, so like I agree that wasn't all like necessity spending.
Yeah, I told you the ones that were necessity spending. Either way, should it be done on a credit card?
No, but like
But half of it was bullshit. Half
And
of it
like-
was bullshit.
when I have like payments and stuff coming out of my account all the time, then it's like
payments. So what payments?
Well,
You're
like-
adding yourselves more payments because you have so much debt. You have
Yeah.
$80,000 in debt. You thought you had $50,000. No, you have minimum payments that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
Of course,
in
money's
debt. I'm
just
still
getting taken out of your
in
account.
shock over
That's what
that.
happens
She's-
when you're not aware of your financial
She's a
position.
child.
it just changed so fast that it was like really hard to keep up with the changes of it,
What?
honestly. Well, like I moved 3 times last year.
Yeah, I don't see
And-
why in the middle of January to the middle of February that means we're spending our money at Starbucks and Dunkin'. Things have changed. I better go to Starbucks and Dunkin' every day and get my nails done every second of my life. Well, this is pretty fucking exciting for the world of financial audit. So he's getting their
Wonderful.
make
Yeah.
enough money where you could have gotten an apartment, just
Not
something
really.
smaller. Yes,
I don't
you
have
could have.
I don't have
Yes, you
enough
could
money
have.
saved. Like it wouldn't have made sense.
Well, you don't have enough money saved because you blow all your money every second of your life.
Well,
And you have minimum payments that you don't even know because you just rack up all this debt. Like, no, I mean, that lines up perfectly. It's fully understood. Look where you've gotten yourself, and you're allowing this at 21. Yeah, and when you push back on it, you brag about how good you were at 19. I don't care about 19.
I have
You're 21 now.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about what I did at 22. I don't give a shit what you did at 19. Who gives a f? You are where you are now. Deal with it.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm
No,
here to
you're
deal
not,
with
because
it.
what you're doing right now,
Let me
which
wrap
is the
you
only
up
time
and-
that
yeah.
matters, is
Well, that's
blowing
all.
it all.
Yeah,
I-
Laura on too.
I feel like I'm not getting that.
Laura's
I
on
True to
just
you.
I feel like, to be fair, I do feel like this is my worst one. I feel like that's why it looks so bad off the surface.
Worst one, lady. This is $3,000, and we have a total debt pile of $80,000.
Like that's
Like, shut the.
Wow, that's a lot of
it's
money.
the one with the most random purchases. But I feel like once you like see
What
all
are the other
other
ones
ones-
strategically dumb?
Yeah. Well, they made more sense at the time.
Little
Yeah.
slip there, little slip of reality. Listen, you're not a credit card person. This is too dangerous for you to have these access to these
Mm-mm.
amounts to spend. You can use the Fizz card like many of the guests and audience. That's what I will allow you to use because it only lets you spend what's in
Mhm.
your checking account, like a debit card. So
I definitely.
there you go.
Yeah.
But you're not f***ing using. You gotta remove this from your Apple Wallet now.
But like, how does that even work? Like, doesn't it? Well,
How
like,
does what?
no,
work?
like I know you can just remove it, but like, doesn't it like report on your credit that like you closed the account, or
I didn't say close your account.
you can just remove the card?
Should be able to remove it from your wallet if I'm not mistaken.
Then how do you pay it if it's not like on there? Because it's like,
Remove it from a default in terms of like if you're going and tapping to pay though.
yeah, but then it would just be another credit card that's on there. Or
Why
like,
Yes,
would
but
it
you
be
wouldn't just be
another
instinctive. You
credit
said the reason why
card?
this is so hard is because it's
Why?
available right there
Why
for you to
would
just
it be
spend.
another
Yeah.
credit card?
because
So
like,
Why would it be their credit card? It could be your debit card. It should be your debit card, but no. No, why would you put your debit card on there? No.
It's harder for you to spend.
yeah, but yeah, but I mean, it's
So you met this
That's-
dude like in high school.
Yeah, like after I graduated.
You're going to be the
Yeah.
trophy.
Jeez. Yeah, that's fucked up. And you find yourself in a new position that you haven't in adulthood.
yeah.
So you've been an adult for
I
3 years, but you guys have been together that
know
entire time.
hmm
So that's definitely interesting.
That's yeah. I feel like that's a lot of why it.
No,
Well, no.
no.
Okay.
Shut the
okay.
fuck up with that. Listen, it's why today might be a struggle and figuring things out might be a struggle.
Yeah.
But it is not why you're here. It is not why your spending was like that in this most recent month. Don't pull that. That is not true.
Yeah.
That is not fucking true.
Wait, hold up. This is a question I just want to make clear. Okay. On Apple Pay, you can't put your debit card as an Apple Pay card, or she would not do it because she would overdraft into oblivion. Thank you, Parsons.
True.
No, but I will say the chiropractor, that was from him. That was I canceled that though.
He
And
broke
there's a
you?
plan
No,
for that.
no,
Okay,
like
let me
I was
tell you
paying for
something,
his
too.
chiropractor. Like
Right? Joint chiropractors have a price list. One of them is the unlimited plan, and you could do the unlimited plan where you get to go 4 times a month for the price of I think it was like $60 something, so it came out to be like 20 something a visit. No. He was going with out plan or anything just for the one-time appointment that was almost $80.
Why?
I was paying for
Why?
everything. That's what I'm
Why?
saying.
But why
It's just-
were you? That doesn't make sense
I
though, because
don't
I was still in the month
know.
of January. You guys were broken up and didn't live together.
Yeah, I had to.
And he literally cheated on you.
I know, because it was on auto pay and I didn't realize. So I mean, I canceled
Okay,
it
well,
now.
chiropractic was quite a minimum compared to all the purchases in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
By the
what
way,
is
but
this
even
about
still, it
antlers?
is stupid.
Yeah.
Where are these
But,
antlers?
So it's just like little things like that would add up. I think just like because I was making like more.
You still make great money. You make more than a lot of college graduates or people that didn't go to college as well.
Yeah, but because like I was
mean, it's like-
used to a certain income, and then like
Oh,
I was
come on,
spending
you have to adjust. Again, this is why you use the fucking budgeting app. It's ridiculous. Like people are incapable of adjusting. I really don't understand. I mean, you literally lost $81.55 in interest in 1 month alone just on this card. Yet you're
Jim, if you're the trophy husband, then we have many, many problems in our relationship, such as you are oblivious to the real standards of beauty, because I may not be one, and you, my dear, are definitely not one you'll say. I don't know about the cash back.
you're still spending on it. It is at a 26.24% interest rate.
Yes, I'm being mean because he said something about a billboard being driven around the city by my mother. Oh God!
That's crazy. And yet you still purchase it.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. To get the nails did. Show the camera your nails. Let's see. Are they special?
They were only $70. There.
Are you fucking kidding me? Only $70? Are you fucking kidding me?
For-
Do you not understand the value of a dollar?
I
$70 is substantial.
It is,
Do
but
you know how many $McDouble $70 is?
I don't know.
$70.
I don't know how much a McDouble is, but
Probably like 50 McDoubles.
they last me like almost a month.
So do 50 McDoubles.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. You have to work those off.
Yeah.
But these, they add value.
Yeah, but you got to work for the money that you pay to get them.
different
Yeah,
way.
but I enjoy
gotta
them.
work
It's like
them off.
it's like the one
No,
thing
listen, I
do.
get it too, but like get fucking press on nails or something.
I tried that. They don't.
Now work off the calories of the McDoubles, and then you gotta work off the money you spend for the nails. It's working off one way or another.
And I work in the restaurant industry, so I can't have like press on nails like flying off.
Listen, it really comes to as simple as you cannot. Literally,
I'll keep you
$81.55 in interest on one of the death thousand of the $80,000. This costs more than that, and it's because you refuse to actually sacrifice things
Well,
to get out of this debt
Sure,
and
I'm
cut back
not
your
the
spending.
bird.
I think it helps me like in a way. Like I don't know.
What?
I think if like I feel more confident with my nails are done, and then I think people I think it just like looks more presentable. I think people tip better, so I think I make my money back.
I know
getting
there's
them done.
definitely tips based on looks for sure.
Yeah.
But you are a very conventionally attractive person. You are. Congratulations. You won that lottery pool. Like, well done.
But I don't want to have
I don't
little
think
boy
it's
hands.
the nails that's gonna do it. I don't
It
think
helps.
Oh,
Nobody wants like nasty
Well, there's that
fingernails holding
type
their
of
food and
press-on
stuff.
Why would your
nail
fingernails be
that
nasty?
will divide
Those
that, or
fingernails
they
will be
have
nasty
something
too. If
called
they're not, you can do
powdered
press-ons more frequently.
which are
You can also
like hard
paint
as
your
a
nails. You can also
freaking
just
rock.
get natural fucking nails. Either way, that's not even the
They're
point. I'm just saying you
technically
couldn't afford it.
press-on.
And literally because you are more willing to spend
Mhm.
money on stuff like that, you are losing more than it costs to even put those on in interest alone on one of a minority of your debt of the $80,000.
Mhm.
It is a simple mathematical thing of that. I am not anti-nail. I don't give a in fact, I am pro. Again, the back scratches. Everyone loves them. I am pro these things. This makes no sense for your situation. It's as easy as that. I don't know. It's such a stupid minor thing to defend. I don't get it.
I think I don't know. I stopped getting them done for the longest. Like when I moved into my first apartment, and like I feel like I don't know, like because I made that
Yeah, the only
sacrifice so
time
that
I
like we could afford
notice
like
waitresses'
kind of to
nails
build
if
our
they're
life
having a
together.
hard
So like
time
I feel like
holding
I
the
kind of
pin
just like
because of
needed
it.
to do that for me. You know what I mean?
Or if they're ringing something up and the
Like-
nails are
Because like it was something I stopped doing
'cause
for
they're,
myself when I was with him. So I
curved
feel
like
like it was important for
claws.
me to like get that back. Like I know like I
Do you
still have
see
to
a
pay off my
therapist?
I
That's kind of
like what? It's about like taking care of me, like reprioritizing
I want
myself.
self-care, but there's lots of versions of self-care.
Yeah.
And again, if it's something you can't afford, you're putting yourself in a worse position.
Yeah.
What kind of self-care are you getting into if you're gonna have to sacrifice to pay off debt.
Mhm.
What kind of self-care are you going to be into if your parents are no longer there, you can't move in with them, and you don't have a savings account? Just like you didn't have a savings account and you couldn't move into your own place. Like, your parents aren't always going to be backed. Like, there's so many things. What are you going to do when all of a sudden either you're the parent and you can't retire because you didn't save up for retirement? Like, those are the things. Self-care now is important, but self-care for your entire life is also critical. And you are prioritizing the minor little feel-good things in the moment over your entirety.
But it's like hard to like, I don't know. I wasn't like thinking about that at the time. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm just trying to take it day by day. Like, you know.
Yeah, but you have to have a plan, an overarching plan. We all take the days day by day, but you need to incorporate your strategy of living into the overall plan you have. And if you don't have a fully concrete plan right now, that's okay. That's okay. You're 21. That's usually where we're kind of fucking up and we're figuring things out. But this is the corrective moment. And defending something as stupid as just that is pointless. And trying to make yourself look like the damsel in distress is pointless. When what we could be doing is taking responsibility for the spending we have now that is preventing us to get to that future place. What goals do you have? Do you have goals?
Yeah.
What do we have?
I want my own place. Like,
your own place. So moving back into an apartment.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully I want to own a house one day, but I need to first. But like, my mom's, like, her lease ends in August, so like, and she's planning on moving like across the state, and I'm not really trying to like uproot my whole life and everything.
Why is she moving so far?
Well, like, her boyfriend works across the state. Like,
so what are you gonna do? So you need a new place by then.
Yeah, I need.
Then how possibly is spending all this money on bullshit priority right now when obviously you need to start saving up to put a security deposit down first month, last month, whatever you need.
Well,
on a place. How is that not the priority? How is that not the priority? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I think
that's a critical timeline.
Yeah, but I think I was just like,
I have decided, because I kept seeing these things about this one anime, that I was going to get Crunchyroll on Prime so I could watch the anime in its entirety. And please send me silly shows that you think in anime that will completely and totally make me go, what the hell is this? It's always fun.
Just excited to like have a little bit of like freedom after not having to pay rent for the first time in a while.
With your fucking mom,
well,
and you
financial
do pay rent.
freedom a little. Well,
but you pay rent.
Yeah, but
financial freedom. You have $80,000 of debt in
Parsons. We got pizza for dinner here. Dexter has eaten an entire medium pepperoni pizza from Domino's himself. It is amazing how much food this boy can put down. Amazing.
Is any of that even student loans?
No.
That's horrendous. People at 21, 22, 23 getting out of college, like $40,000 in student loans. That's what a lot of people get. That's like the average, right? You don't even have student loans and you have double the amount of debt. That's insane. That is insane.
She has no student debt.
Damsel in distress. But are you hoping someone just comes and rescues you? Is that why you set that up in the beginning like that?
No. I'm trying to figure it out for myself.
You're trying to figure it out, yet you spent all that. Okay, let's move on, because that's so... I just don't like how you framed your situation so far. I really don't.
I think you'll see it like more. I also think this was also...
See what more?
This was like this is like the aftermath. This was after everything already got bad.
Yes, it is the actions you are doing afterwards. The action
makes me wonder if the ex-boyfriend actually kept her in check.
That was your spending. He didn't do any of that except for the chiropractor. He did not do any of that. So what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. That's why you're helping. I need you to help.
I'm trying. You're fighting. Oh, okay. Listen, for what it's worth, I'm gonna break the fourth wall here to the audience. So shut the fuck up for a second. Sorry. For what it's worth, a lot of people come on the show. Everyone's from the audience these days. Like literally 100% of the guests at this point are from the audience. And
my son is treating this like it's a gas chamber.
People are not used to being in front of the camera, so there is just a natural defense mechanism that kicks in.
Where are you going to get now, child?
I am trying to get to that point where we are helping. You just have to be reasonable and not try to set yourself to look good. You gotta let go of some of that.
Well,
Let go of some of the ego. It wasn't all his fault. He's a cheater. He's a piece of. But the entire thing doesn't revolve around the fact that like $100 went here and there.
Hey,
Look at the spending we saw in just that month. That was your fault. Look, you all know I love calling people out on their financial train, but they have
he's got a popsicle. He's got to be crazy. I love this. He is special.
Month 21. And so are the debt amounts. And these are credit cards, $41.72 of interest accruing. Look at that.
Wow.
See, your balance went up from $19,020 to $2,206. Your balance went up because you purchased $600 of shit. Why are you purchasing more than you're putting on the card on a card that is accruing interest that you cannot pay off? How long does this take to pay off minimum monthly payments only if you don't purchase anything which you're incapable of? How long? Possibly a little long.
it was like 8 years.
9 years, so you'll be 30.
The top of it.
You'll be at in your 30s, and then boom, finally one of the credit cards is gone. Like one of our smallest debts is gone.
Yeah.
9 years.
That one, like, just like a lot of my bills are on auto pay on that one. So like that's
What? Oh, you mean
like
your other bills, like your
Yeah.
subscription. Also,
well, no, not like
you bragged about your $750 a couple years ago. You're at $650 now.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts, that classic auto pay.
Oh well, that
Dunkin' Donuts, another classic auto pay. People looker, who the f are you creeping?
Me and my son are arguing about popsicles. Continue.
my gosh,
Who are you creeping on?
that was I also canceled that.
Who you creeping on?
Who do you think?
Was it the ex?
Yeah, like I was like trying to like
What were you trying to find?
well like I don't remember. It was like trying to see like
what would
if
it
they were
even
on a
show
dating
you?
site or something. I don't know. Like you had to like
Well, like Ashley Madison?
no,
Think is out there fucking like divorced moms?
no, like just
I'm
like
assuming that's what Ashley Madison is.
just
okay,
like
let's
anywhere like
make
his
up.
profile is. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure that
Did
one
you find anything?
it said that like him and his family were like flagged like by the
Flagged by
government.
what?
Like they were on like a watch list, but
Uh,
it didn't give me any other information.
Did he enter the country illegally or something?
No, he's a legal citizen, as far as I know, unless he lied about that too. But I don't really know. But I actually I canceled that card because
You canceled this card. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You canceled this card.
so like
I mean, you closed the account.
well I didn't like close it, but I canceled the card and like didn't order.
What does that mean? You
one.
canceled the card.
Because like I have like that one, like the People Looker thing. I couldn't like, I have no idea where it was from. It was like a random site, so I can't figure out how to like cancel the charge. If that makes sense.
It's probably from People Looker.
Well, yeah, but I don't. I don't know like where that was. Like I don't. Anyways, there was a few other things on there too, like our old phone or no, our internet.
I'm sorry.
That was also his account that like he didn't close, so like I had to cancel the card because.
I see you going into a gas station getting some bullshit. Going into a gas station getting some bullshit. Yeah, another classic subscription. Oh, here's another subscription. Broken Glass Smoke Shop. How much do you vape? Are you gonna just be tweaking by the end of this because
No.
you're not having a puff? You're buying so much already on just 2 cards. Now, People Looker there again.
Well,
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Who
I
the
don't
fuck people are you stalking?
No,
Starbucks.
it was literally just
Jersey Mike's going in and getting some bullshit from the gas station.
Wait, when? I normally don't do that.
I mean, $9. You're getting $9 in gas.
Jersey Mike's? You said?
Oh yeah, Jersey Mike's.
Jersey
$6.
Mike's is a sub place.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah. Okay, but it's not a gas station.
No, the one after that is.
Oh, it was $9.
Yes.
I don't know what that was. Here, yeah. It might have been gas.
But you've done it multiple times in 1 month. You did it like 3 times this statement so far.
I think because that one had.
Oh,
added
apparently you're a pothead too. I just learned. Oh, that's nice.
What?
Why is everyone on this show obsessed with destroying
Now is making more sense.
their lungs? How much you spend in nicotine and on a monthly basis? Come on.
Probably like 2 to 200.
So almost your rent, like half your rent.
Well, right now rent, I guess.
That's crazy. You
Yeah.
have to fucking move out forcefully.
I know. I've been slowing down. I've
That's
definitely
what
been slowing
literally
down.
everyone says on the show.
No.
I don't believe it.
No,
for a
I'm
single
serious,
second.
'cause,
I
like-
don't believe you.
Because I was living alone for 3 years and like my ex would smoke, so we would smoke together. But like now I live with my mom, so like out of respect, like I don't really do that around her and stuff.
So 24.24% interest is insane. Do you have any retirement? I doubt it.
I have
Just
2,000
out
in
of
my
college.
savings.
2,000s in savings? Is that
Yeah.
why would you have 2,000s in savings when you have a 2,206 2,000s in savings?
Well,
Best you're
it's
gonna
like
get
a
like
little
a four,
cushion. Like,
yeah, but at best you're gonna get like 4% on it. If it's a 1 month emergency fund
Yeah.
covering highest deductible, I get it. What's your intention behind it?
well, that's kind of, I guess, what it is. It's like an emergency fund. Like, it was at like 4,000 or 5,000.
But
before I moved
literally,
into
if you
this
just put it
place.
in Moomoo or something, you at least get like 8-point-something% on it.
I don't get the appeal.
Yeah, I definitely.
Actually, I think if you put 1,000 in right
Yeah.
now, you get like a 16%.
I don't get the appeal of pot or smoking or stuff like that. My mother keeps wanting me to try the freaking gummy. I'm refusing.
Returning your money with the like dollar reward they also gift you. So like I don't understand. You're just leaving. Okay.
But like,
Okay.
it would just be like scary to have nothing in my account.
No, I agree, and I
Pay that
wouldn't
all off.
suggest that. This is probably a better use. 24.24% interest. Yep. Okay. So you're just
Mhm.
endlessly blazing it up, but you slowed down because of mom. Meaning when you move back out, you're going just as hard again.
Well, hopefully I'll stop before then.
Why
but-
don't you?
Well, I
Stop
mean,
fucking-
I've tried, but it's not easy. Especially like, I feel like
there we go. Someone's admitting to the reality that we are finding out more and more these
Yeah.
days. Weed is not
I definitely won't lie about
non-addictive
that.
like everyone has thought.
No, it definitely is. And same with like, obviously nicotine's very addictive, but I don't know. It's just, especially like working in the restaurant industry, it's
I want to
so,
be very
like-
clear. We've looked at 2 cards so far.
Mhm,
They're all your spending so far.
mhm.
Nothing has to do with your fucking ex, like you set up for the first 10-15 minutes of this
Well,
entire conversation.
To be
So
fair,
what a manipulative way to open this conversation.
well, because these were the statements the month after we broke up, so there's like nothing in
yeah,
there
so
from him.
it doesn't fucking
Please stop backing her argument and CR.
matter because these are
Well,
your actions.
Yeah, but I'm still
So it
trying to-
literally doesn't even matter. That makes your opening even worse. I asked what is going on, and you talk about how all that you. Where when I'm looking at your statements right now, it is literally after you guys broke up of you.
Well, I didn't have like, I don't know.
Unless
I'm
you
still
have
trying
a
to figure out like
picture.
a new way of doing things. I just like I was in such I was so used to putting everything on a credit card
How
because I
else
didn't
are we
have like
supposed
the
to
money.
judge?
So like now I'm trying to like figure out how to balance like paying off more on the credit cards while like not like I don't want to spend all my money. I know I have to budget.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I'm just teasing you. Oh, she's been kind of bugging me about it. I keep telling her, no, she says, you need to take it and just go lay down and watch one of your shows and relax and get some good night's sleep. And I'm like, I have a truth serum when I'm off my medicine as is. Do I really want a chance she's going to ask me questions?
budget. Like I know what you're thinking, but I don't I don't want to
feel
like
my
spend
mother
all
would
my
ask
cash
me
so
if
that I
I'm
can't make my
high.
payments on my cards and stuff, if that makes sense. Like
You're
know what I mean?
spending on your credit cards.
I
On
know.
bull. What the
I
fuck are you talking about? If you just did your necessities, that wouldn't be. What the fuck cope is that?
But-
What the fuck cope?
It doesn't
All right,
seem like a
Capital
lot.
One Quicksilver. That's it's stupid. $1,965.80 with a $72 minimum
Whoa.
payment. What are you doing? It was $1,078 of purchases. That is fucking stupid. With $52.93 of interest
Yeah.
occurring. What the possibly?
So that was this
12
My
years to pay
mother
off, by the way,
obviously-
without purchasing on it, which you are incapable of.
Oh,
So
boy.
what possibly?
Oh my
Why?
god.
So
You
okay.
literally, oh my, the balance went up from 1,700 to 1965 because you paid more than the minimum, but you purchased more than you put on it anyway. So it's just so fucking
Oh,
stupid.
dang it, because
Well,
my mother
see,
lives
and that's
in
what I mean.
dark
Like that's like the
rooms,
loop that I got my like that's the
Loop?
loop I got myself
Loop?
into.
Your
like-
loop is fucking Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, vaping, and loop. Loop? What are you talking about? Loop is when someone's in a payday loan cycle and they can't get out of it. You're Dunkin' Donuts and weed and Starbucks and vapes.
Mm.
Oh wow.
No,
okay,
you don't get to
calm,
use that excuse. That is
down,
an incorrect
get up.
statement. Okay, let's see what this
Deep
$1,000
breath,
are they going to
deep
be loop
breath.
spending? Let's find out. Are they going to be
So-
loop spending? Let's find out. Okay, it's endless storage and
Yeah,
U-Hauls
so-
and
yeah,
storage.
so
So
this
this
is all
one
from
might
my
be
moving.
the actual
Yeah.
first one related
Yeah.
to what you opened with. It might actually be the first one,
Yeah.
like 45 minutes in. Finally,
No, well, so,
finally, and guess what? It is your lowest balance card.
yeah. So, okay, so this
finally, one thing.
like this one I opened, and I think I had started.
Verizon,
paying-
$259.
Yeah,
That's
that
your
was
payment.
that was our phone
Why
payment.
would you do that when there's services like Helium for $15 a month? I don't get it.
Well, it was like before we got into the house
Just
when
why do people spend that much on phone
I don't know.
bills?
It was like his phone plan. So that was the thing. Like it was his phone plan, and like I was
He
just
was
gonna
a
like
man child.
yeah.
He was a literal man child. Yeah,
I was
I'm
gonna-
calling him in the post show. It's confirmed. It's happening. There's no way I'm not.
Oh my
At
gosh.
this point, he's a fucking baby. But I also want to hear his side of the story.
I
You may
just,
have
like,
to
it
do
was,
that
like,
for
I-
Jim. You're very
he
right.
would never like he couldn't set up his stuff
Have
on
you guys
autopay.
separated correct?
I think you may have to do that and have it premiered because otherwise you're gonna get caught with the stuff that Jim keeps providing.
Clay?
What do you mean? Like
You guys didn't go back to each other, do you?
no, well, he
Okay,
lives
good,
at
'cause
his.
I know that happens a lot, especially in
Doesn't
younger
have
relationships.
He
keep
lives
showing
at
up.
his
What the
mom's. I live at
heck
my
is
I
mom's.
just don't
this
want-
you're doing?
I just want clean separation here.
Yeah.
With how intertwined you guys were, I just don't want this to get
Yeah.
messier. This is insane. Allergy and asthma care
Yeah. So
and lots of U-Hauls. You'd think you're a lesbian. This is crazy.
No.
This is so crazy.
that's what
Lots
I'm saying.
of storage as well.
Like because
You didn't have storage at your mom's house?
no, she okay. So oh
He
my
sent you flowers for Valentine's Day. Lindsay,
Yeah.
you
Your
tea goddess.
gosh.
What the? So is he attempting? Is
Yeah.
he attempting?
He's attempted.
Never get back with a cheater. We don't give cheaters.
Yeah, I know that.
Are you? You're not considering, are you?
No, it's just like it's I don't know. It's been weird.
What? No,
True,
tell me.
very
Well,
true.
like I've seen him a few times and like we've talked.
Why? What? See?
Well, like we still had a lot of things to figure out. He had his motorcycle in my storage unit, and like he has a lot of his stuff in my storage unit still. So I guess we didn't separate.
I'm gonna
the right
ask
way.
a very middle school question.
Hmm.
You guys haven't like fucking even like kissed or anything, right? Since
No.
breaking up. Okay, good. Okay, so it sounds pretty dead to me. Sounds pretty dead. You've met up for more like business.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay, good.
but it's like I don't know.
Just don't just this
But-
is literally just out of like care for you
Mhm.
from me, not finances. Like cheaters,
Yeah, especially
get
if
it.
they couldn't even agree that they were cheating.
I
you
know. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're gonna open the relationship on both sides, like that's one thing. That
Okay. Okay. Basically, what you need to do is pull all his stuff out, put it on the side of the storage unit, and go, "Hey, come get your stuff, or it's going to die."
it's agreed and consensual, but just going behind someone's back, no.
yeah.
You either break up or you bring up the topic. You don't
Yeah.
just go f other people, which I don't know if he did, but
Well, he says he didn't, but you know,
Well, we
he
can't
denies,
trust him. We can't
denies.
trust
So, but yeah. So it's a lot of this stuff for the storage. Like he somehow, his mom lives 5 minutes from my mom. So, like when we moved everything, like all of our stuff ended up in storage together, and then like I don't know, I somehow just ended up taking care of everything because he didn't really know we were separating. So I was trying to like
he didn't know what he mean. He said you broke up like 4 times. Is
Yeah. Well, like he's a little impulsive or like what's the word? Like yeah, like a little impulsive. So like
me too, but I know when someone breaks up with me.
yeah, but like that's what I broke up with him once before and he wouldn't leave. So like
That's not being impulsive. That's him being either a moron or a fucking weirdo.
yeah, well no, but either way, so like and then I left for so like we ended our lease December 31st and so like and like I said earlier we decided like 2 weeks before that we were going to end the lease. And then so like it was kind of like a panic move with like getting everything to storage and like the U-Haul and everything. We had to extend the U-Haul like 2-3 days cuz like we moved like 50 minutes away from where we were living, so like I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, we're a few $1,000s in. There has to be something chunky somewhere that this is
Mhm.
going to get to. Well, here's something chunky. There's something chunky. 30,000 this has to be a car. Roadrunner,
hmm
30,000. Okay, what is this? What is this?
So it's a, I believe, 2023 Polaris Slingshot.
How the fuck are you getting a 2023 car? What the fuck? I didn't even get something remotely within the year of the year we were living in until I was in my like late 20s. What the fuck are you doing? Why do you need the 2023? Son of a
So
beater. This is crazy. $30,773.90 with a minimum monthly payment. This is fucking wild. $560.78.
yeah.
That is crazy. What's the interest on this? What is
It's-
possibly the interest on this?
It's very high. It's like
What?
13 or 14.
Huh? Say it again?
13 or 14.
No.
Higher.
What the why? Why do you need this? Why do you possibly need this right now?
Okay, so I got this like a year ago now. So let me explain.
Ah.
Let me explain. There's a story behind this.
Oh.
So,
So she got it. Oh God. I don't know if I want to hear the story behind this. We must. For the viewers, we must.
so this is when me and my ex were at our first apartment.
Oh, it comes back to the X. Who
No.
would have thought, guys?
Listen, it makes sense. So like we were both working full time at the time. I was making actually way better money at like the same job that I'm at now at the time.
Why has it slowed down?
No, they like cut my pay. Like
What? You said you went up from like 14 to 15 or 13 to 14.
yeah, but a year ago they cut my pay
From what to what?
from like 19 to 13
Why?
because they
Pickups
had
are
new
weird.
owners take over and they were doing a lot of it like illegally. Like half of it was in cash and half of it was on the books.
Do they and then
So
they're
they
still
just
your boss?
yeah. Yeah.
You just said that on the internet.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh,
Yes.
well. Listen.
Go on.
What?
Well, I didn't say where I work.
No, there's
um,
a car.
And you're using a fake name, but yeah,
Yeah.
go on, go.
But
Not
anyway,
right
so it's just
now.
like
Okay, guilty.
that was a
You're
big
gonna run around
adjustment.
this
But anyway,
house
so we were trying to
with
like
your shoes on.
passive income. So him and his friend had gotten a car that they were gonna put up on Turo as like a rental car. And so that was the idea
You're
behind
not
this
gonna run
car was
around
it was
this
supposed to be for
carpet with
passive
shoes.
income and be a rental car on the
I
side.
depreciate an asset for
Sorry,
passive income,
I'm
guys. This is the
having it.
greatest idea in the history of humanity.
Listen,
The f-
like
I'm listening.
I understand it is a depreciating asset, but like
Yeah, but there's other passive income, like
Yeah,
appreciative
better
assets,
yes,
like
yes,
real
we get
estate.
it.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
it
but
don't
like
run no
yeah.
more.
yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
I got
Who
set
put
up
you
with
through the real
you.
estate class so you at least
2003
understand
sit in
it?
my
You can learn
driveway.
the things I did.
That would help. But yeah, so I mean, but obviously like
Wait, it's a spider? It's one of those?
yeah.
Like one of those 3-wheel fucking
Yeah.
like
Yeah, so it's like an
Wait,
exotic
what?
the fucking
yeah.
the people that like the weird 6-year-olds drive around blasting
Yeah.
music.
So I don't know, like he had
Self-report.
done a lot of research on like how much like that car in specific can make and everything. And like it really like it made sense. Like
Doesn't make sense.
it did at the time.
Okay,
Like
I'm gonna have you define this for me.
now
Oh,
now maybe
no.
not as much. But like
Here's a little arts and
my
crafts
gosh.
for you.
oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have you
Oh,
go
no,
ahead and
it's crayons.
go ahead and explain your business plan to me. Give me a nice
No,
a nice
listen.
chart.
Well, because
Oh
like
nope, that's incorrect. You're gonna do that.
what do you mean? What kind of chart?
Whatever you need to do. Yeah, walk me through
I-
your business plan here. I got you Crayolas and a nice little
I'm
cutty
dyslexic
scissors.
of reading context. You really think I would
Dude.
figure that out?
Like for real? What do you want me to
Yes.
draw? Can
Your
I just
business
explain
plan.
it?
No, I want you to visualize it.
What do you mean? Okay.
Your business plan.
Any color?
How would you make money on it?
Okay.
I want you to walk me
so,
through from the
okay.
very start through every phase. Give me a nice little flow chart, arrows and everything. How do you make money? How does the math work out? How would your profits make profits versus expenses? Everything. Go ahead.
Well,
Any colors you want. You got some scissors. Go ahead.
I don't.
Go ahead.
This feels silly. So
It is
so-
silly
okay, so-
because you have a silly fucking plan.
well, yeah. So I have a minimum like $560
Go
a month
ahead.
payment. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
make it into art.
What do you mean?
We'll put it on the refrigerator.
Okay, so what? Like $560 a month
Okay, $560 a month.
for
What?
that for my payment?
That's
on
your payment.
on
Mark
the
it.
vehicle. Okay. What do you mean market? Like payment?
Say it's a payment.
Okay. Okay. And then like when I did research, the car can rent out from like anywhere from like $60 to $90 a day.
Okay.
And then they have
draw your business plan.
Okay. So at 60 to 90 a day.
Okay.
I also
Very
did this math
good.
a long time ago because anyways, but
$60 to $90 a day for the lifetime of the entire car,
my
Yeah.
or will it
goodness,
go
look at
down as
you.
the car gets older and there are newer cars on the
it will go
for people
down.
to-
as
oh,
it
that's
gets older.
interesting.
Might
Yep.
be all blue,
Conveniently,
but you got
your interest
socks
rate
that are
and minimum
blue,
monthly
but you're
payment
not
stays
finding
the
around here
same.
again.
as also the
Mhm.
value of the resale of your car goes down.
Yeah.
Don't
Please
leave
continue.
your
No,
around here
it's okay.
clothes,
No,
so
continue.
still
Well,
might watch
okay,
you.
so
Talking to the mic as well.
but I mean,
You
if I
are
can rent it out, at
gorgeous.
least like,
If you can, that's a good
Absolutely
if.
gorgeous.
but I'm in a good spot, like
Good spot.
near
I
an
don't think
airport.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like for
physically.
to rent it. Like
Sure.
yeah.
So it's been a year. Go
Well,
on. What has happened?
Hey,
Show me.
okay.
Show me.
Amy.
There's another
Show me.
thing.
Different colors. Show me what was the
What do you
reality.
mean?
So we
Honey, I
have
don't
Okay,
know.
so
that the blue
reality-
was your hope.
Mhm.
Pink is reality.
Okay. So reality was I
Yes.
got
How
the
does that
car
make
like
it
8 months ago,
female?
I guess.
Uh-huh.
You can't
You
list on
know
Turo
what
till you're
female
21,
means?
and I just turned 21 in December. So I
you
had
did a
to-
deep dive research and
means
you were
Girl, woman.
Well, I-
smart enough to not
Well,
look at the minimum requirements
To be
necessary
fair-
for the thing you wanted to do.
To be fair, I was in the process of
Fair.
listing the
I'm
car
not
with
gonna
them.
give you a
It's
to
not
be
what
fair
female
for
means. Doesn't
missing
mean
an age
awesome.
requirement.
No, I was in the
Thank
process of
you.
listing it for a while, and that was the very last thing that they said to me. They didn't even ask my age in there.
As you research something, you usually
Mhm.
learn what
Female, awesome. God.
you have to be to qualify
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I research if I want to do something.
I guess I didn't really realize that would be a
Okay,
problem.
so when did you turn 21?
December,
Good. So it's been a couple months.
2 months. Yeah.
What's happened?
Well,
And the
it's-
pink new reality. Show me what's happened.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
on.
It's
I want to
not-
follow your
it's
business
not
plan
up
here.
yet.
Please tell me.
So there was a few.
Oh, so the business plan is.
Ooh.
Huh? So that's what's happened. So in reality, this. There we go. There's your grand thing that you are spending $560 a month. Why the did you hold on to this car and not sell it?
I don't know. I guess just I was like I know it's gonna sound.
Were you gonna say
stupid.
scared?
Yeah.
Scared to sell?
Well, like, because I know I'm obviously gonna be at a loss, so it's like,
yeah. So make your loss worse then. What?
well, I'm
What do
hoping
you
I can
have
get
in
to
your
the point where
mouth?
it actually makes money.
You're
Like,
not on
What
there
do
yet.
you
And you've
have
been
in your
21 for
mouth?
almost 3 months.
Yeah, but I've
Take
been
it
dealing
out.
with a lot of like other stuff, like readjusting to the new work schedule and
Oh,
living with
for
my mom.
fuck's sake.
The car was
What
like,
excuses.
I had to.
Are
Never
people
do that again.
incapable of doing things in life these days? My
Don't
gosh.
ever
The
do
amount of
that
stuff that
again.
literally all of us go through.
I
Breakups,
get it.
moves, readjustings, new jobs, firings, hirings, whatever the it might be. We all do what is required, and you have this stupid fucking thing, and you are doing nothing with it.
Well, I drive it. Like, it's not like
You
just
drive it. This
sitting
is your
there.
daily driver.
Not my daily driver. It's
Then why the fuck are you driving it and putting wear and tear on it?
well, like you have to run it, otherwise it's gonna like
I guess, but how often
Next
are you
to the
driving
Sonic
it?
Pizza.
once a week, like
Okay.
to keep it like in good shape and everything.
One
but
underneath the
not
church.
like I'm not like taking it on joyrides or anything. Just like
Dude,
keeping it in good maintenance. But
that's a lot.
anyway, so like I guess the thought behind it was again, this
I
was
think
when
I
I was.
understood the thought. You
was-
drew it out.
It was.
And guess what?
It
The
was
pink
when I
showed it
was
didn't
with my
happen.
Get
ex. So I
there.
guess the thought was that like maybe you wouldn't like, or maybe I wouldn't make all the money back. But like if I'm also using it and the time.
I'm sorry, she got this car to rent it out daily, but then isn't renting it out daily, but it's still paying for this. My head hurts.
Time that it's not being rented out, then like you're kind of getting double value.
And how did that work out? I want to give you free money
I'm
right now.
so
I partnered with different
confused.
resources. One I've signed to invest in the-
Keep that same choice
Well,
now
I
inherently.
don't know about that.
Oh,
I'm so
But-
confused.
Is this a different car?
yeah,
Is this a different car loan?
that's my daily. So I got that one
Okay.
first, and then I got the
Yeah,
other
'cause
one
you
after.
jerk.
This
You can
I got
use your
that one when
hand.
I was 19.
19? You fucking got a 72-month loan at 19 for a 2023 Hyundai, which was a new car at that time, 19?
Yeah.
A brand new car at 19? What the are you?
Well,
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wait. Are you telling me? Oh God, this is a wonderful pause face. Wait, are you telling me that this is a pattern with her buying new cars the same year?
Oh,
I mean, I've kept it in really good shape.
I don't give a f. It's dumb.
No.
It is a 72-month fucking another $577 a month payment. That's crazy. Your minimum payments are disgusting. $27,074 loan, and your pay goes up and down and up and down, is dependent on.
Wait, is she paying $1,000 a month on 2 car loans? Hold, please.
Tips, and it is owed $17,565. Sorry, that's what it's worth. You owe $27,000, so you're dramatically underwater. What was the value of the Spider? Did we have it? Oh, we can't get the value. Doubt it's worth the $30,000 you owe on it, though. What is the interest on this?
It's
You
like,
sit down
I think
to your
7%,
helper.
7.5 maybe.
Still not good. Barely keeping up with the market anyway. And then if you can calculate in the depreciation and the car insurance and all that bullshit.
But to be
Certainly
fair,
not. To be fair,
no,
there's going to
I'm
be a
gonna-
to be fair. Hey, how does this tie to the X? Let's find out.
so no, this isn't
The
with
X made me
actually.
get this.
No, he didn't. So this is I had before this I had a Jeep Renegade, and so it was financed on my dad's name.
Okay, but
Like my dad, it
Who
was
was
my
paying
dad's
for it?
loan, but I paid for it. If that makes I paid him
Okay.
every month, but it was in his name. Okay, and it was my car. So I traded that in, and so I was having a lot of issues with it. Like there was like oil consumption issues, and like my engine would shut off.
oil. Okay. Did you figure out?
Yeah,
what was
like
wrong with
I
it?
went to do a recall test, and they said like it was nothing, but like I kept having the issue.
Recall
and then-
test.
Like they do like an oil test to like see how much oil leaks and like blah blah blah. But they said it didn't
Maybe
leak
it was
enough.
something else then.
Well, like maybe, but then like my engine started slipping and whatnot. So, and I
Transmission.
yeah, the transmission. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not
Mhm.
a car person. Well, okay, so
Says the lady with $57,000 in car loans at 21.
well,
One of them being a stupid Spider that only pedals drive.
it's a fun
Mhm.
car.
Yeah, but it's
Mhm.
always divorced dads.
Oh, I guess
At
I'm a
least-
divorced dad.
At least in Austin. And then they just drive around. You're having a nice little sip of coffee outside at like a bakery or something. Then they drive by with really loud music and neon lights, hoping everyone stares at them because that's the most attention they'll ever get in their entire life.
Mine's
That's what
discreet.
the people who drive this car are.
Mine's discreet. It's all black. So, but okay, so the Renegade. So it was like
Yeah,
it was
the
giving me a lot. It was
Renegade.
giving me a lot of issues, and like
Yeah, and you couldn't figure out why.
well,
which I
yeah,
don't know
and
why you wouldn't take it somewhere.
so-
She's a pampered princess, ain't she?
like
find
my
out why.
well, like my dad used to help me with all my car stuff, and then like I didn't live
Yeah,
with
but
my
is
dad
he a
anymore, and he wasn't
mechanic?
able to. He used to be, but like now he does like other work. But so, anyways,
Okay.
it just got like hard to like have him do that, and it got like
So
obviously
you take it
expensive
to a
keep having to-
mechanic.
Yeah, but I like okay. I still owed like $13,000 on this car.
Well, your dad did, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but like so it was like a lot of issues for a car that like
But you find out what the issue is, and whatever the issue is and what the repair cost is, we
Yeah.
determine if it's worth it or not at that point. That doesn't mean we
Yeah.
go get a 35,000 new car
but I guess
at
like
a nearly 8% interest rate
the,
with a minimum payment we could barely afford at 19 fucking years old. That is the dumbest thing ever.
well the thought was that like it
The
would
thought
cost me
was
less in
dumb.
the long run not having to constantly pay for repairs. And
Long
stuff.
run, that long run is 72 months at
Oh,
interest
Guys,
and 8%.
any car, you're gonna have to pay for repairs, even in the long run.
With a depreciating asset. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? There's no defensible thing here. Listen, if the expense for a $12,000
I have
loan
one
on the
down
car
in
was an
CR,
additional
and that's
$12,000, I'd
still
be like, yeah,
having
we're getting rid of that.
Mhm.
But then we're going and getting a used car that we are getting certified by like multiple
Mhm.
mechanics before we purchase it.
But see,
Instead, you
that's,
went and
like,
got a
what's-
$35,000 car at 19.
Yeah.
Objectively stupid.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but
I guess I was like, at that time I wasn't like paying rent or anything, so
no to
like
this
I was like
girl?
I could afford
yeah, but
it.
life changes. How did your parents not? Did anyone try to talk you out of this?
No.
Oh my. Oh, jeez, you don't have anyone in your corner that's reasonable.
Well,
No wonder you talk like the way you do.
I didn't like tell them a lot of it. I just kind of did it, obviously. But yeah. Anyways, well, actually, my dad knew because he signed the Jeep over. But like, I also didn't really like. I kind of just asked him.
And the fact that
to.
you still think it's okay is moronic.
Well,
Moronic.
I know that it wasn't.
Fucking moronic.
I know it wasn't.
More fucking moronic, because that means you're gonna do it again. You're gonna do something just as stupid.
It
again.
wasn't the best decision ever,
No,
but like
it wasn't the best decision. She said.
when you
Oh,
think about
the best
with my
decision.
Jeep, I was paying $350 a month on.
You
the
don't have one
payment.
good debt. You don't have one fucking good debt. And
Well-
yes, your minimum monthly payments can be higher on a smaller loan because you have a shorter term. A 72-month term is not a good thing. It means you are paying interest for longer, meaning you are paying even longer.
Well, it wasn't just that. My insurance was higher too. My insurance dropped like $200.
That part's good, but again, you're still losing more money over time here.
Yeah, but like to spend
God,
300.
shut the fuck up. I have a city card. I have a fucking city furnishers
Yeah.
card, probably to furnish the apartment that our ex-boyfriend forced us to get.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
it's not like forced, but it's like he definitely fully set out that expectation that he would cover his half of
Facebook
stuff.
Marketplace.
I did.
What's
that.
wrong with you people? You were 20.
What?
You were like 19. Use furniture. My gosh.
I thought that like we were gonna actually like buy a house at some point, and then we would
I
have
make
our...
really good money. I'm gonna let you know on that fact, and I could retire today if I wanted to. It's a very nice position to be in. 80% of the furniture in my house was used.
I mean, we had used furniture too. It was really just the couch in our bedroom set.
$6,546 owed on here. Okay, with the $215.99 minimum monthly payment. That is insane. Even if you're getting a set, you're getting a cheap little fucking bedroom set
Yeah, but it
for
was
like a couple
it was a
thousand. This is
huge
6,000.
house.
You guys shouldn't have gotten a fucking huge house. What kind of excuse is that?
Well, it was like the
Listen,
best value.
you got $24 is actually owed. Is subject to interest rate.
What?
$24 is subject to interest rate. I'd pay that off now. Before that,
How is it 20? Is it like the?
I don't know. Maybe a purchase $24 on there,
No, I didn't make a
but
purchase
there's
on there.
the rest is deferred
Yeah, that's
until
why.
2027.
So that's why I'm not paying interest on it.
I get that. It's still debt you have. You don't have one
know.
good piece of debt.
I know, but at least
And
that
you're-
doesn't. I'm
you
not
have
paying
an
interest
other
on.
one.
It was
have
the
another
mattress.
one?
You know what
Mattress
happens when
Yeah.
you
You
figure
fucking
it out?
kidding me, dude? This is insane.
Okay, so this was like another thing.
Oh, and you have a Best Buy card that I don't even have.
Oh, super.
Oh, it's
I'll
on
have
there?
to. I'll have you pull that up on your phone.
Oh,
Iris.
I couldn't. I haven't been able to like get in the app. It's all just like set on auto pay.
What's the bat? Okay, Mattress Firm first.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, $827.08. Minimum monthly payment $30. Again, this is an interest-free thing right now. A deferred interest though,
Mm,
and only for the next like 5 months.
yeah,
You have to pay this off in 5 months.
the mattress firm.
You
yeah.
are not making the minimum monthly payments required in order to pay it off in 5 months. You're only paying the literal minimum monthly payment. What the fuck are you doing?
Yes, child.
Well, yeah. I know.
Well,
I'll have
yeah.
like 500 left at the end or
Yeah.
something like that.
No, you need to pay.
There
Yeah, but
you
this
go,
no. Deferred interest is accruing. Meaning, if you do not pay it off by then,
Yeah.
all the
I
interest
think
that
you should start your
Yeah.
homework.
Well, that's okay. So I apologize. That's what I mean. Like
What?
by the time that
you're gonna allow literally
Alright.
but if I pay it by that
hundreds of dollars of
time,
interest,
then it won't.
but you're not. You're not paying
Okay.
anything. What are you talking about?
because like I'm trying to focus on the higher interest ones right now and then pay that off.
Doesn't she understand what's gonna happen when the interest rate runs out?
when
No,
we get
but you
closer.
should at least make your minimum due that's required to pay this off in time, which would be
Oh.
$166 a month.
So why do they make it like because
Because they want to make money off of you.
I
Are you
okay.
serious?
Yeah, but that's
Literally,
just like
the way you're doing it takes 7 years to pay off.
Okay.
So stupid. So what's owed on your Best Buy card?
that was a washer and dryer for the house. Because
What's owed on it?
it's like I think
How'd you not get a used washer
1,500.
dryer? Were you spoiled? Because you're acting like you have to have all this nice new stuff.
No,
This is
definitely
crazy.
not.
You literally could have even rented a washer and dryer temporarily until you figured out a better situation. I did when I moved down here, and it was worth it. Sake. Okay, how much you owe on the Best Buy damn card?
It's like 1,500.
Oh, minimum monthly?
It's like 55.
Oh, stacking so much.
Like $55 like doesn't seem like a lot at the time, but like I guess
Where
like,
is all
when
this
you add
stuff? Is it
them
in
up,
storage?
It's all in storage right now.
Sell it.
Oh my god.
How? But,
Sell
like,
it.
but like how am
Facebook
I?
Marketplace.
No, like literally, I'm gonna get like half my money.
Yep, and you'll put it towards the debt, and that'll be halfway towards paying off that debt.
That's crazy.
It is.
Well, no, like it
You
makes
have like a 27%
but,
interest rate on a fucking card that you can't pay off on it.
No.
I think it's crazy to have a washer and dryer sitting there that's not being used, that's in a storage unit that is accruing 27% interest against you. Shut up.
And then you
That
still have
doesn't
to
make
pay
any
the storage
sense.
unit.
I get it, but it's like it's
Oh my
just like it's like everything's a
Shut
loss.
the, can you yes, everything is a loss when you're dumb and you were
Well,
done with your money. You were done with your money. That happens.
Yeah.
Now we're doing the fixing part. You don't have to continue being dumb. That is the main thing that I'm trying to get through here.
It's
Notice of intention to impose claim on security deposit.
yeah. So that was from the move out.
$5,745.45.
Yeah. That's what they charged us to break our
Which one? This last place?
Yeah.
Have you paid it?
No.
Oh, what the? Why?
I don't know what to do with that one. That's
you
a lot.
pay it.
Yeah,
Did you-
but
oh
my ex is supposed to pay half of it and he's not.
Well, I'll fucking bring that up to him in the post show. I will. I'll confront him.
Because okay,
even
so
still-
it's not the full 5,000 because they're taking my security deposit, so it's the 3,000. But still, then if I pay that, then I paid the whole thing.
So there you have missed a lot.
You know what I mean?
No, this is stupid. What a stupid thing. Listen, I get that the cheating thing and the breakup and
Well,
that
I
fucking stuff.
was trying to stay there, especially because I had all the furniture and stuff. I tried to make it work, but I couldn't find like. First off, there was the issues with the lease because he was on it, so I couldn't just like kick him out. Would have had to like go through all that.
Yeah, maybe it's worth going through all that.
Well, I tried,
And
and he didn't want to do that.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I don't
Would he agree?
I would.
When I
think
talk to
so.
him, will he agree?
Yeah.
Because right now it's been very
Because
anti him.
I did say like one of the first times we broke up that I had like a roommate lined up already, and that's why he didn't want to leave. Because like
Because you had a roommate?
yeah, because like
What?
I think because like he knew I had a plan already figured out, so like he didn't want to leave.
What- Did you guys break up with desperate like animosity towards each other?
No.
Then what the fuck is happening?
I don't,
So you owe $3,375. Hopefully he pays half.
oh, that's just.
That sounds about
Oh,
close
so
to
all
his
the-
half.
Mm. Oh my gosh, there's still a decent amount of paper left. Please be done with the debt. I think that is done with the debt.
I think so.
Are we done with the debt?
Yeah.
Oh, thank.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It's definitely a lot.
People don't realize that when they watch it.
Yeah.
Live here in the moment, this is very stressful.
Yeah. Very,
Oh
very
my
real.
god. He
Sit
looks
down with the therapist. You
exhausted.
gotta deal with some shit, dude, with
Yeah.
all this. 3 free sessions with Sondermind. It's the same people I use, the same people the audience uses. You get 3 free sessions, and I'll gift you a course career certification as well,
Mhm.
because obviously with your associates in business, you're not doing anything with it. So
yeah.
you can figure out a path you want to go down and get a certification for it
Mhm.
to help you. 762 in checking account. Same amount went in as out. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's just cash being put in from.
Yeah.
Oh, good, more Jersey Mike's. Yeah, the thing we're confused
What?
about other you've done twice now.
To be fair, well, I know I keep saying that,
Win
but
Winn-Dixie?
liquor.
Liquor.
It's-
Oh. Plugging it up. You
No.
crossfading. Great.
that actually was one
McDonald's?
for me.
After you got f***ed up, had to go get all of your McDonald's, and then you woke yourself up with some Dunkin'. Great. Then you zelled out $20. Chime.
Mm,
Okay.
not bad.
$413. Huh? Huh? What? What?
I'm just trying to
What?
remember.
It's just moving money back and forth mostly.
Yeah. That's yeah,
And
mostly.
then 2,000 in your savings. Okay.
Yeah. Which it like I said, it was
Wait,
like almost
You
what?
you
What?
you
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The Citibank, yeah, that's the Best Buy.
card.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you had another debt.
No.
I almost just died. I
No.
almost literally just died.
No, it's
I
the
was
same
about
one.
to just.
No.
Okay, so you
She
probably need like
broke it.
$5,000. Let's just say additional saved up to your basic starting emergency fund in
Yeah.
order to get this place when you're forced to move out. If we have to do first month, last month, and security deposit, especially with your breaking a
But
lease.
see, like, if I'm gonna get into my own place in a few months, like, I'm gonna
Don't you
want all
have
my
to?
stuff.
I'm a top. I
Well,
know.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but even renting a thing and then getting a used system would be worth it
Oh
compared to the
wow,
interest that is
that
accruing on the
would
Best
have
Buy
been
card.
painful.
Listen, total income. What do you
The
say?
Best Buy-
4,500. What?
I was like, it's not.
What?
It's not occurring interest right
What?
now, is it? Or
The Best
Mhm.
Buy card? I don't know. You didn't fucking give it to me.
no?
I'm
th-
assuming it was.
no, that one also has a deferred
Until
until July. I know, so only like 6 more months, but or it might be longer, but I'm gonna assume shorter. Cause that's why I did it, because they had some type of promotion. So in my head,
so until July. So you got like 3 payments until deferred interest hits. Let's
I-
call it 4.
Maybe.
Shit. So 1,500 divided by 4. So you need to make 375 to it before the deferred interest hits. That's fucking crazy. $375 a month. My entire life. Okay, let's calculate your minimum monthlies for my entire life. Why do you
Oh
do
my
this to yourself
God.
for your entire life?
well,
What possibly?
well, like
what
I
possibly?
said, this was all like
what possibly?
this all built up in like
what
the whole
possibly?
last 3 years.
Let's
So
see how long she
and
gonna
now
do this.
I just feel like
crap.
now I'm trying to like
What
get a
possibly?
fresh start and all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah, your minimum monthly payments alone are $1,941.48. Nothing, not one good
That's
debt.
almost
Your rent is
$2,000
$500.
a month. That's just my own payment.
That's all. No utilities, no internet, nothing like that, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, what?
I'm paying for my phone 100. It's like 100 a month. Yeah.
Why don't you do helium? Do you owe on your phone?
Well, yeah.
We'll do
Because
that.
it was a Verizon. Whatever.
Gas, vroom, vroom, drive. How much?
Maybe like 50 a week.
Okay, 200. Car insurance is how much?
It's under 220
For both?
Yeah. Because
Okay,
the Slingshot's a
220.
motorcycle, so it's like 50 a month.
It's technically a motorcycle?
Yeah. So that saves me a lot.
It
of
really
money.
is divorced dad. Okay.
Mm,
Necessary
yeah.
food. How does food work in your house?
I really every once
How does
in a while.
food work in your house?
Like my mom grocery shops, but I usually don't eat
For
at
you.
home.
Where do
like-
you eat?
At work a lot because I work nights and I work like almost
Well, how
every
do
day,
you
so-
eat? What do you eat there?
Like grilled chicken, salad.
Is that food you prepared?
No, like they cook it. Like I don't have to pay.
They
for
cook it.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Like they supply. Like they'll feed
Yeah,
me
you
when
get
I
a
work.
free
Yeah.
meal
Yeah.
at your restaurant job.
Yeah.
And you only eat 1 meal a day?
Well, like obviously you saw I was getting a lot of Dunkin', but
Okay, you
So
don't
groceries
need
maybe,
the
like-
full you don't need the full 300. I'm going to give you $150.
yeah.
For TP Fun, this is nails, this is tampons, this is whatever else you
Mhm.
need. This is makeup. It's literally anything else you need, $100.
Mhm.
And if there's extra there, you can put it for fun.
Mhm.
Medical health care, anything on a monthly basis.
So I actually just got set up with an allergist again. So I have like chronic hives, so I'm like allergic to myself.
Don't do that.
Yeah, well, I'm a little late. So so I have to start getting allergy shots, and I'm not exactly sure how much it's gonna be.
What do you
yet.
think?
I think it's a $35 copay every time I go, assuming I
often?
don't have to pay for the shot
How often?
once every 3 weeks.
Okay, so we're going to do like 35 a month.
Yeah.
then. Okay. You have a pet?
2 cats.
Ages and health?
The one's like 3, one's like 2.
Health?
Very healthy.
Okay, get
No
pet
issues or
insurance. No
anything.
way you're going to be able to afford to take care of them if something bad
Mhm.
happens. $70 a month, we'll call it.
Mhm.
Might be more, whatever.
Mhm.
Depends on what you shop for. Depends on their health. Okay, and breed and blah 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 blah. Cat food, how much?
Probably about 50 a month.
Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not put in? Yes, the fridge, how much?
So, because I have a storage unit for the Slingshot.
How much?
I'm trying to think because I have a few.
few?
It's probably about like 400 between the 2-3
It
units.
doubles your rent.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
So that's why like I'm saying like I thought my situation would be better ending my lease, and then it was like all this just like kind of added
debt
up.
payments are more than
So it
half
feels like
our
almost the same as
income.
paying rent. Or like a full rent, you know.
Oh, you still have money left over.
Okay.
You make $4,500 a month net.
Mm-hmm.
You, with the minimum monthly payments, you have, well, with everything required, $3,766 is required.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning you have an extra 700, we'll call it 700 with $33 of wiggle room, which, I mean, that's being conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So $700 left on a monthly basis. Now, what that does, for what it's worth, it gets rid of the Best Buy card and it gets rid of the Mattress Firm.
Okay.
So those are paid off before the interest hits.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With what is left,
Mm-hmm.
landlord thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of mm-hms. They're definitely an mm-hmm girl.
Well, listen. I mean,
Listening.
It was just rough, for sure.
Interesting.
That house like sucked all the money out of me, literally. And we had dogs and stuff, which made everything way more expensive.
Why?
Well, that was like part of it. Like, he financed 2 dogs.
Why does it make it more expensive for you?
Well, I was paying for all the food and like all the.
Yeah, he sounds like a man.
2
Phones
dogs?
and- yeah.
After those are paid off,
We financed 2 dogs. How
this
does
is still
that
brutal.
work?
Without you even getting a new rent, it takes 110 months to pay off. Without you
Mhm.
spending any money on fun. That is a decade of progress. That's a decade, especially. And then once you get your emergency fund, that's probably a full decade. So that's obviously crazy.
Mhm.
I don't know what you're going to do when you have to go get your own place as well. You're not in a cheap area by any means.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No. Mhm.
I think it's time to start thinking career wise. You're already making 55 net though, and that is not bad.
Yeah, but it's also. I mean, it's not where I want to be.
It's not where you want to be, obviously,
No.
but you're gonna start.
I have to pay my bills.
You got to pay your bills,
Yeah.
but when you go into a career track, you're likely going to start either there or even
lower.
below
Yeah.
Basically,
as you try to work
Especially
your
if
way up. And
it's
as
just
you get
okay.
into rent,
I
like
mean,
with
it's
your
gonna
storage
be like
unit,
10
your mom's rent
years
combined is going to be like
before
that's
she can
900,
dig
so you're
herself
probably
out
paying
of
a
the
couple $100 more
hole
than that.
Mhm.
Brings you down
that
to maybe
she got
$500
herself
left over.
stuck in
That's going to
between
extend
the
this
age of
progress to like a
19
13,
and
14 year
23.
progress. This might be a bankruptcy situation.
No way. Already?
Well, you're stupid with the car. I would sell the cars.
Both of them?
The Spider at a minimum, and I would try to sell everything in your storage unit and start with scrappy used furniture.
Yeah.
So I'd sell everything you can and throw it at your smallest debts to your highest debts.
Yeah.
Sell the Spider, throw the money you get towards it, and still continue to pay off that debt.
Mm.
That's what you're gonna have to do. That's the only way out of this. Is you got to start
her face.
like liquidating the assets that you've collected out of the dump. Because this is not working. All your furniture, your washer, dryer, even although all the stuff is financed, you need to sell it all. The Spider, sell the Spider.
Mhm.
Even your own car,
not gonna do it. Look
maybe
at her
not,
face.
because the equity position you have in there is not great.
Right.
Where whatever maneuver we're gonna do doesn't necessarily mathematically make sense.
Mm.
This is a brutal situation.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to grind it out. We're gonna have to work a second job, and that's gonna speed up the process. If you can put, $1,400 a month to it, that pays it off in 5 years, and that's still crazy.
Mhm.
And that's not incorporating any kind of rent. You just need to liquidate your assets and throw it all towards him.
something
If
like
that doesn't
I
work,
think.
Mhm.
bankruptcy might be the option. And then you might be able to start fresh at like 28.
Mm. That's
But right
crazy.
now you're not starting fresh until like 31.
Mm. Which is insane.
Okay, this is a fucking dangerous tale for everyone watching and for you. We'll walk
Yeah.
with you through the process, but it's gonna either you be working 80 hours a week, somehow landing a much higher paying career,
Mhm.
which I mean, good luck. It's you don't just land that.
Mhm.
You usually work your way up, or going into bankruptcy, or selling all your assets, paying it off in like 5 years. Gosh.
Well, we have determined that this girl is not going to have any money until she's 32. Let's hope to God she doesn't get pregnant this time period. And maybe the ex will finally pay his portion of some bills that were left over. Get his stuff out of the storage shed. And hopefully she'll sell some of that stuff. But honestly, from the look on her face, I don't think any of that is happening. I think that she is just gonna be Ay. How does this, how do people do this? At 19, she did this, or she started this tailspin. Now, by buying a new car, how? How do people do this crap? Do they not understand money? How do they not understand money? Well, here, wait, that has to be a rhetorical question because I don't know anymore. Now I must get Taco Bell to do his homework. Bye bye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Yay! Good night!